Hey everyone, it's Tipster here, and I'm sure a lot of people who are coming to watch this video are probably already aware of this, but for those people in my audience who maybe aren't, I recently had a conversation with a content creator on YouTube known as Bo Blacks. You've probably heard of him because he's kind of known as like the Twitter versus guy. And I'm sure a lot of people know by now, me and Bo Blacks, we haven't exactly been on the best terms over the course of the past year or year and a half or so, something along those lines. But in any case, this is someone who recently found themselves in a little bit of controversy. I'm not going to go into the finer details of what exactly is going on, but if you do a search on YouTube for his name, I'm sure you can find plenty of videos that go into detail on it, and it'll explain it better than I could. In short, if I can summarize it, he wasn't exactly being truthful and honest with a lot of his close friends and stuff like that, and I think a lot of people are starting to come to terms with the fact that maybe he hasn't been entirely honest with people for quite a while. And I've had my own personal issues with him on this in the past. I've mostly kept quiet about it for the most part, but I've seen this whole situation playing out, and I thought it would be like a good opportunity to kind of share my side of the story in regards to the whole Bo Black stuff. But in any case, I'm kind of rambling at the moment. I know a lot of people on the commentary community side of things have been saying, after Bo Blacks has done, dozens of bully streams on you, you should capitalize on this and do a bully stream on him. I'm not going to do that. It's not really the kind of thing that I'm interested in doing. So for those of you guys who wanted a Bo Black's bully stream, this is probably the closest thing you're going to get to that. But in any case, I just wanted to kind of put a copy of this on my channel for anybody in my audience who might be interested in watching it. So that said, this is the conversation between me and Bo Blacks. Enjoy.
Tip!
Hello, how's it going?
Hello, dude, the great reunion, dude. What do you have to say to me, bro?
Welcome to the LGBTQ CIA agenda.
Yes.
So what are the pronouns these days?
Any, but you can call me he.
I'll call you whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Whatever you want. I don't have a preferred. I genuinely don't have a preferred right now. But so you can just call me he. That's fine. It's probably easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. But yeah, I just when I showed up in chat, it seemed like you had some things to say, so I thought I'd
Well,
get
of
it off
course,
the chest.
if Tip comes in with the fucking check mark on Mayo Monkey, I have to fucking respond, bro. But
yeah, Big Tip laying his dick down in the chat,
yeah, dude,
just
big
for
dick
everybody to see, right?
Yeah, I wish you fucking laid your big cock down in the fucking. That's not weird.
Whoa, where you going with this? Okay,
in your
look,
chat. I'm not gay. I wish you came in the chat like
I don't know.
earlier,
I hear you be liking some dicks these days, which is fine, by the way. No judgment. No.
I've
judgment
always said
whatsoever.
I like the lady cock. I've always said that.
Oh, okay. Fair. But
Not man
yeah.
cock,
So
though.
what do you want to talk about now that you got me in the call?
Why did you defend Vosch?
Okay. Like, honestly, I just said some really stupid shit. I can own it. Like, I was like really fucking retarded, and like I did a really bad job of articulating my point, and I made myself look like a fucking idiot. So.
Do you think you could articulate your point like better now, or are you just like kind of giving up on that?
I honestly, I choose not to talk about it anymore. If I were to summarize my position now, I don't think like Vosch is like any like threat to children or anything like that. But as far as like, should he have had that stuff on his computer? No. I think it was really fucking dumb to have that on his computer. Yeah.
Well, do you think he's like attracted to kids? Or attracted to the shit that he had on his... he obviously downloaded that to like jerk off to it, right? Like...
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
and if it's those images, like, I don't know. I wouldn't be comfortable having a kid around them.
No,
Like,
I mean, I think that's fair.
maybe he won't fucking like. I don't know. I wouldn't trust someone like that around my kid when they have a like lolly on their computer. What the fuck? And I don't know.
I mean,
it's like
honestly, I think that's fair. Like, I think that people have like a right to like question like, what the fuck was that shit doing on his computer? Like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Was that not the answer you expected me to have?
I didn't know what you were gonna answer. No, it's like
So that wasn't that wasn't the answer.
then why did you go like so far out of your way to like defend Vosch?
My biggest issue with and if you look at my original tweet, my biggest issue with the Voss situation with Ethan Klein was that some of his like clips were being like misrepresented, and that was like my biggest issue with it. As far as like the stuff on his computer, my position has always been that that shit should not have been on his computer. Like he says it was an accident. I know everybody doesn't buy that. My position is like I can give him the benefit of the doubt on that, but if it happens again, then it's like okay, well, what the fuck, dude? It was an accident last time. Is it an accident this time too? But as far as like my biggest thing was those clips were like taken insanely out of context. But
yeah, but like the thing is like with an accident, right? For this scenario, how many like processes do you have to go through in order to accidentally have lolly CP horse porn on your folder to show on stream? Like how many how many mistakes had to happen in a row for that to happen? Like it's pretty that's like my main issue with your thing is like you say it's an accident, but how the fuck can it be an accident when it's literally like downloaded and all these steps you have to go through, right?
no, I think that these are valid questions. I think that like it's fine to question like why did that shit get on your computer and how do you accidentally download that? No, I think that those are fair questions to have.
Yeah, and those were always the questions I had on like the bully streams and everything. So okay, you agree with me then. Okay, well there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, anything else you want to ask me about? Because I mean, you got a golden opportunity here. You got Big Tip on your stream.
Well, you got a golden opportunity. I've said more about you than you've said about me. So
no, I mean, like when I showed up in chat, you had a lot to say. So like,
well, all I alluded to was like the defending Vosch thing, which I still think was horrible, and you agree. So
oh yeah, I made myself look like a fucking idiot.
That's what I said.
I had a big problem of going out on a limb for people to like defend them and stuff like that when I probably shouldn't even got involved.
Yeah. Oh, someone's wearing a good. Oh, sorry.
I mean, I'd say it was what the fuck was that dude's name? Ding Dong or whatever. It's almost like I shouldn't have gotten involved with that for you. Like that was your situation to deal with, and I shouldn't have gotten involved with it, right?
Wait, how does Vosch and Ding Dong?
No. I'm just no. What I'm saying is like I had a bad habit of getting involved in situations that I didn't need to be involved in, right? And so that was just another example of something that I got involved in that I didn't need to be involved in, right?
Sure.
Oh wait, but the reason that I got involved in that is because you DM'd me like asking me to put that clip up. Oh yeah, that's right. That's why I got involved in that situation.
With the Vosch situation?
No. Ding Dong with Ding Dong.
When you
remember when you DM'd me asking you to put up the clip of the Ding Dong thing because you're like, man, everybody's giving me shit about this, and holy shit, man, like, can you put up that clip so that like I could just, I don't want to talk about it anymore, so I'll just point to this thing where I can just say, look at your video if people give me a hard time about it. You remember that?
Yeah. About it.
I'm just saying that there was another situation where I got involved in something that I really didn't need to be involved in, right?
You regret getting?
Can you tell me? Can I ask you about something now?
Sure.
What was up with the whole like, hey man, just DMing you to let you know, if anybody ever comes to you and says that I'm like talking shit behind your back or whatever, it's just jokes and memes, man. It's like just jokes and memes.
Because you DM'd me asking about that.
No, I didn't. I didn't actually. You just randomly like mentioned that in my DMs. I never asked you about that.
I'm pretty sure you were DMing me in response to like a stream where there was like some.
No, that's not what happened at all.
Do you want to should we bring up the DMs?
I mean, you can bring them up if you want. I tweeted them out. They're on my Twitter. Feel free to bring them up. It was literally just let me. You know what? Sure, let's bring them up. Let's fucking bring them up, dude.
Okay.
Let's see.
Bring up Chris and Shadman. Oh yeah, that was really weird. Defending Chris Tyson very
I mean,
vehemently.
I already addressed that on Tommy's stream. There's no defending Chris Tyson anymore. So I
Dude, well,
mean, like
why? Well, you say you
you
have like a tendency of like, getting involved in situations that you shouldn't, which I agree. But why
wait.
is
I thought we
all
were gonna
this?
bring up the DMs. I thought we were gonna bring
We
up the
can,
DMs right now, bro.
we
Yeah, I
can, we
thought
can
that's
do
what we were
both.
doing. Yeah.
You afraid? Well, I'm just curious. Well, we were talking about the Shadman stuff in between, and you answered while you were bringing it up, so I didn't think you'd have an issue with talking about other things while
No,
you
we can
tried to
talk
bring
about
that
it.
up.
We can talk about
But
it.
yeah, what I find curious is like you have a lot of like mistakes for like commenting on stuff you shouldn't. But everything you comment on that you shouldn't and you end up regretting involves like pedophilia and like sex with kids and lolly and stuff. What's up with that? Like Shadman, Vosch, any other like the fucking rum thing. Like all of your controversies involve like lolly CP stuff. Like what's up with that?
Well, it's like I said on Tommy's stream, or like rather, I agree with Tommy's position on it. Is that like I got really tired of like people just like it didn't take much to accuse somebody of being a pedophile, and so I took a stand on some positions that, admittedly, in hindsight, I shouldn't have. Especially with the rum thing, because like I literally blew up my own fucking career to defend her ass, and we all saw how that played out in the end. She threw my ass under the bus as soon as she thought it was convenient for her. So
did you think it was like not fair to call someone a pedo if they have like drawn like lolly CP? Like it's okay if it's a cartoon, like what? Because you're saying people are like wrongly calling people pedo or whatever, like Vosch or what have you, but they had like lolly CP, and that's kind of like the core thing. Like, do you see lolly CP as not something that's pedophilic, or
no, that's never been my position. I think that
okay.
I think Lolly is really fucked up, and I've never been in a position where like
wait, if but then why do you go out of your way to like defend these people with like the lolly in particular and be like, oh, it's not that, like it's not, you're like trying to
it's
like
not
defend.
what.
Well,
It's
you
not
you,
what.
you kind of act like you think it's not like that bad, like it's not like that pedophilic.
No,
or what
that's
have you.
not my position at all. My
Then
position
why?
has always been pretty clear.
You said your position was
My
that.
thing is no. Like my position has never been that Lolly's okay or it's not a big deal. Like that's
But your
somehow like
position,
that's
no, your position is that these people like Vosch who get caught with lolly aren't really pedophiles. So do you think like if someone that's why I'm asking, because you're like, oh, people are too quick to call somebody a pedophile, but we find lolly CP and you're like, oh, that's not enough to call them a pedo. So like what's the disconnect there?
I also said that I jumped on some like really stupid situations that I didn't need to jump on. Like I can look back in hindsight at the Vosch situation and be like, yeah, that was a really fucking stupid thing.
But you said the reason
in.
you jumped onto it is because people are calling like people pedos unjustly, and you thought that those three people were being called pedo unjustly. They all happen to have like the lolly stuff involved, like, and you say it's a mistake, but like you consistently like over multiple years are making this mistake of specifically defending people who get caught with lolly by calling them not pedophiles. So that's why I bring this up, right?
Well, for me, like I said with the Vosch thing, is originally my statement on the Vosch thing is like, look, he says it was an accident to have that on his computer. I understand people don't buy that. Okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that, but if it happens again, that motherfucker's on his own, right? My biggest issue with the Vosch thing wasn't even about the shit on his computer. It was about like his arguments from those clips being taken out of context. If you look at my original tweet, it specifically mentions
but you also got mad at like the lolly horse CP thing and the rum thing, and like you were also defending them on those things as well. So it's like, yeah, sometimes you defend people when it's not related to lolly CP, but like you did 3 times. So I don't know why you talking about like Vosch's other thing kind of takes away from you defending the lolly thing when you also did that.
Because I didn't really give a defense. My whole position was I can give him the benefit of the doubt.
That is
like
the
he's
benefit
saying,
of the doubt. Why are you giving him benefit of the doubt? Is there like a 3-strike system with lolly in your head where it's like, well, if they get caught with lolly 2 times or 3 times, it's fine. But the first time, well, 3 people got caught liking 3 people in 3 separate scenarios.
I already said my original position was retarded. Like, what do you want me to like?
So you made the same retarded position three separate times.
This isn't the
in
gotcha that you
relation.
think it is. This isn't the gotcha that you think it is.
No,
I
I'm trying to
admitted that
get
my argument was retarded.
Okay, so you defended CP 3 times because you're retarded.
What? Okay. Yeah. I mean, if that's what you need to like make yourself feel good about this, like I guess so. Whatever.
No, I'm like,
that's fine.
Don't you see the pattern and the consistency? This didn't happen once. It's twice. It's 3 times, 3 separate times of you saying, "Oh well, they're not actually like maybe like they could be on the way to, but they're not actually like full pedo. Like I can give benefit of the doubt to Rom, I can give benefit of the doubt to Vosch, I can give benefit of the doubt to Shadman with that disgusting like lolly art that fucking Chris had, you know. Well, like why? It's like a pattern. It's not just once or twice, bro. But I mean, if your explanation's that you were just retarded, that's fine. I can accept that 100%. But I'm just saying, like, don't you see what I'm getting at with, like, the pattern, though? Like...
I mean, like, I don't... Like, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm telling you, yeah, I was really fucking stupid.
Okay.
That's, like, there's no need to, like, argue this point, because I'm like, yeah, I had a really dumb position, and I defended some really stupid shit.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then that's that. Well... At least,
so,
yeah, well, okay.
So do you want to talk about these, like, DMs now?
Sure.
Okay, so, like, in these DMs, like, I didn't bring up anything in regards to, you know, you talking shit or whatever. You literally just randomly popped up. Also, I'm reading your DMs right now. Also, for full transparency, so you don't feel backstabbed or anything, I do meme about you in private sometimes. Nothing hateful, though. Just joking around. Would say the same stuff to your face, because let's be real, some of your tweets are, like, crusty. So, like... Yeah, what I find interesting about this is like you go from okay, these things are jokes, but then all of a sudden you do these like cringy bully streams for like the past year, and all of a sudden those jokes, they're not jokes anymore. They're like valid criticisms now. They're like valid criticisms all of a sudden.
I still made the same jokes about you back then as I did now, and there were always
jokes. but back then they were just jokes, and you weren't like being like a backstabber or anything.
Jokes.
But now it's like a valid but they're jokes rooted in a valid criticism now. Now that it like you know we had our falling out.
Can you specify like something in particular?
I mean, there's a lot of things that you said in those streams. Okay. I don't know. I'm not gonna go back and I'm not gonna like note down every fucking thing you ever said in a bully stream. But
I just want one example because you're like upset that like I said something in the past that was a joke and now I'm taking seriously. Can you give me an example of one time that I did that? I mean, you're upset, so you must have like at least one example in mind, right? If this is a point you're bringing up, right?
I guess one thing we can use as an example is the fact that like you tried to like insinuate like as a joke before that my whole connection to Keffels was because I was trying to like get in her pants or some shit, and then like on the bully streams all of a sudden there's like some legitimacy to that.
I never said there was any legitimacy to that. I
don't know, you ran with it quite a bit to the point where it seems like you thought that it was like a genuine criticism, or at least the way you represented it. You made it seem...
Well, you wanting to get in Keffels' pants wouldn't be criticism. That'd be just something you'd want to do. It's always been a joke because you fucking defend Keffels all the time. Clara, I love Clara. Oh my god, Clara's my best friend. Clara did this, Clara did that.
Yeah.
It's fucking funny as shit.
She was my friend, and we still are. I went to bat
for
her.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But the way you went to bat for her was fucking cringy, so I made fun of it.
Oh, was it cringy when I went to bat for you? Like with Ding Dong? Because I went to bat for you a lot of times, too. I also defended you on Black Lives Matter and like a bunch of stuff in the past because you were my boy. So why is it cringe when it's you and it's not, or it's cringe when it's Keffels, but it's not cringe when it's you?
Dude, you were fucking tweeting about her all the time. Your icon is literally her little wiggler thing. You're fucking upset that you're basically Keffels too. No, you basically tried to copy her channel.
You like my wiggler? My wiggler
is based on Keffels.
My wiggler looks like a fucking Chad.
You literally changed your whole channel to basically be what Keffels' channel was. You're addicted to her, bro. Like way more than you were like friends with me. Yeah.
Damn, dude, I didn't know. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, maybe if you fucking look at, like, all your tweets and search up how many times you fucking said Clara or Keffels in your fucking videos, you'd fucking know. Dude, are you, like, retarded? Are you playing dumb? Dude,
no.
You were, like, tweeting about Clara every day. I get being friends with someone, but
Oh, what?
every day, multiple tweets about like, of course I'm gonna make jokes about you wanting to fuck her. What? Like, of course I'm gonna make jokes.
So does
Well,
that mean
who
does that mean
wouldn't?
when I was like I had your back and I was like tweeting about you and stuff and we were cool?
You
Did I want to
weren't
fuck you
tweeting
too?
about me every
Did I
day.
want to fuck you too? Did I want you to bottom for me? Is that what was going on?
Are you retarded?
No.
We already know you did admit you were retarded with like the fucking before, so that's
No,
your,
no,
like,
it just
explanation for
like
everything.
I guess like by your logic, if I tweeted about you a lot or whatever, if I showed you a lot of support, which I did back in the day, I guess that means I wanted to bottom for you, or do you
Yeah,
want to bottom for me, or
I'd be
what's
like,
the deal?
Tips
I wanted to
fucking
fuck you.
slurping my cock on Twitter, dude. That's what I'd be like.
Sorry, Bo Blacks, you're not my type. You're not my type, Bo Blacks.
Okay. Yeah, you're okay. I'm not
I,
interested.
I, I,
I'm
I
not
smell,
interested in fucking.
I smell too clean and fresh. I'm not like that dirty person that you
Sorry, I
slept with
don't
at
have
one
I
time.
don't have a fucking like fat fetish. Sorry, I'm not interested.
That's okay. I'll survive.
Yeah.
I'll survive. By the way, what was up with like the Keffels thing where we had the conversation, the three of us, and you were like, "Oh yeah, everything's cool," and that was like the best outcome we could have had or whatever. But then like when everybody started coming at me and acting like I backstabbed you or whatever, then suddenly you like, "Oh, you
Dude,
acted like
you
a
were the
wounded
one
animal."
in DMs who were like, if you don't want to be my friend anymore, fine, bye, bye, all the time. It's because it's fucking ridiculous, dude.
You didn't answer my question. You kind of deflected right there. Why was it that you were telling me in private that you were happy with that conversation?
I
Everything
was happy
good,
with that
but then
conversation.
so then why was it that like okay, I reached
I
out
was
to you the next day because so I reached out to you the next day because everybody was shitting on me, talking about how I backstabbed you or whatever.
Yeah, that's why I was fine
And-
with the fucking combo. Because I.
So I reached out to you to tell you, look, dude, I'm sorry if you felt like that was something bad, then like I legitimately feel bad for that. But like, you're like, no, everything's cool, everything's fine. So I'm like, all right, cool.
I said I'm happy with the
Roblox-
outcome of the stream, which I was. You looked like a dipshit,
Yeah,
and
so,
I was
so
happy with the outcome.
Okay, that's not exactly how you said it, but
That is exactly how I said it.
so then you did feel backstabbed.
Yes.
So why didn't you tell me that when I asked you that in DMs?
Why would I tell you?
You see what people mean when they say that you do this like double speak thing, or you're not like fully honest with like how you feel or whatever, and you don't see how they can see that as dishonest.
What?
Okay.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah,
are you even talking about?
I think we're done here. I think you got a few dunks on me, and that's fine.
I'm not
but
done.
like,
No.
you're not done. Okay, what do you have to say?
Smaggle wants me to ask you. Ask about Shadman before.
I'm not
it's too
answering
late.
anything about fucking Smaggle, okay? I'm not here to talk to Smaggle. I was here to talk to you. My whole point is that everybody's right when they say that,
what did you?
Listen, my whole point is that everybody's right when they say that you do this dishonest double speak shit, and you'll be like in one person's DMs acting like you're buddy with them and everything's cool, and then you'll turn around and talk shit to somebody else. Like this
I
is
would have
something
been
that.
cool with you if you didn't fucking backstab me.
What did I do?
Bro, are you fucking brain dead?
Okay, everyone. So that's pretty much where the call ended. Essentially, he tried to drag me into a conversation with another content creator, and I just chose not to join the call there. But that's pretty much the conversation between myself and Bo Blacks. It was nice to kind of have this conversation, just to kind of get a little bit of closure on like everything that happened between me and Bo Blacks over the course of the past year and a half or so, and just kind of like get a lot of thoughts that have been, in my head, like kind of get them out and get it off my chest sort of thing. So as far as like, do I wish ill will towards Bo Blacks? Honestly, no. Like, I know a lot of people look at this situation, they probably think that like, oh man, everything that, Bo Blacks has put Tipster through over the course of the past year and a half, he's probably loving this. But no, at the end of the day, you have to remember, me and Bo Blacks were friends for like what, 4, 5, maybe 5 years or something like that. Like, and we were fairly close friends. I have a lot of fond memories of my time, you know, being friends with Bo Blacks and content we made together and stuff like that. So this isn't something that brings me joy. This is something that I'm actually really kind of bummed out to see how things have played out for him, and you know, and how his downfall, I guess you could say, is kind of playing out. It's not something that's fun to watch. It's nice to get some closure in this situation, but no, I don't feel good about, you know, what's going on with Bo Black. So, in all honesty, you know, I wish the guy nothing but the best. You know, congratulations on coming out as non-binary. Obviously, it doesn't seem like this is the way you necessarily wanted to come out. But having said that, you know, obviously I support you, you know, in your gender identity journey. I kind of wish I could be there to help you, you know, kind of figure that stuff out or whatever, and be supportive of you. But obviously, I think that there's decisions that were made on both sides of this conflict that I don't think that that's possible. I don't think there's any mending of this bridge at this point. But yeah, I don't wish the guy and nothing but the best. Obviously, I don't wish him any ill will. And you know, I hope that he's able to get things like sorted out in his life. It's not my business to figure out what he's going through, but in my opinion, he's clearly going through something. And I hope that he's able to get that figured out and, you know, move his life in a positive direction. But as far as like, you know, is this something that I'm happy about to see him, you know, finally get his just desserts? No, not really. So if you happen to be watching this, Bo Blacks, like, please take care of yourself. Get sorted out, whatever it is you're dealing with. If it's a mental health issue, like therapy, medicated, you know, whatever it is that you need to do to take care of yourself, please do it. And, you know, just get back on the grind. Like, that's the best that you can do. So I wish you nothing but the best, man. To those of you guys watching, I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.